Hi there guys, welcome back to another episode of the Superbus project with myself, Mk.3.3, and today we're going to be putting this battery back in. As you can see here, it's fully charged, so battery 100%. It's not sending any amps into the battery or whatever. So yeah, I can take this now and I can put it back in where it belongs in the Superbus. And then for the rest of the day I will be taking the bathroom out, so let's get started with that. Okay, so the original van battery is back in. We are good to go on that front. Next, what I'm going to do is, just to make some space in here, I am going to tidy this up. I'm going to break all this down, so unscrew all this, find somewhere to put it all, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a start on this. I've got to take the light out the back there. I've got to take the shower, disconnect the shower from all the electronics. I've got to make sure this area is all clean, and I've also got to take my water pump off the back. Now, while I was away on holiday, oh, this is even worse, disgusting. While I was away on holiday, this pipe was, every time you turn the tap on and then, like, say you emptied the water barrel, you'd have to take this out and it'd be all slimy and stuff, like there'd be this non-water kind of slime on it, so I'd have to clean it up every time. But it looks as though there's actually going to be mould in there now, which is just goes to show how little I've used the water system since being back. I am going to have to replace some of this piping because I don't think this is safe for human consumption, even though it is philately free. I don't know what that means. And so yeah, what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to disconnect all this. I'm going to have to take this pump off, get rid of these cross sections that hold the water tanks in, and I'm also going to make sure that we feed the line for the reversing camera, so that's all in there. It's just a case of getting it done, but I'm gutted about that. I wasn't expecting it to start moulding. Oh yeah, we're also on the receiving end of like Storm Gertrude or Ingrid or whatever the fuck it's called, and it's really windy out here today, so not a good day for superbussing, but we're going to carry on nevertheless. Also, we've got a kitten invader. What are you doing? She's going to find herself a nice place to sit down and sit there, I guess. Right then, I'm going to crack on. See you in a minute. Okay, so I've taken all the screws out, but I'm going to need to pry bar this thing off because I built it really well. Ta-da! Surprise! So what I need to do is I need to get in here and sort all this glue out. Probably just going to use a crowbar or a hammer or something. And that'll be the end of that, basically. And then I've just got the rest of these to undo, also held in with glue. I think I might keep the front panel in one piece, just as a sort of spare if we ever need one. It's there. And we won't be able to just replace stuff straight out of the one behind it. We won't be able to replace stuff out of this one with this one because these are a different length to this one. So if we're gonna, if this one gets severely damaged, we'll just replace it with this one. Job done. Onwards. That wood glue is something severe. From the looks of it, the wood glue has actually properly seeped into whatever components I've put it on, and then as I've attached them to something else, they've properly bound to that. So getting them off is actually proving to be a bit of a trouble. But I'm looking at these and I'm thinking, yeah, we can still use them. They're no big deal. I mean, like, it's not made it any deeper or anything, not really. So that's still usable in my opinion. And yeah, I've almost done this. Pretty easy job. That's another one I've got to do. But the wood glue has made everything really hard and tough, and I'm probably definitely going to use it in the future. So yeah, onward. Okay, so another important reason as to why I've taken this apart is because eventually we're probably going to need these screws again. And if you've ever wondered how that collection of screws started in the garage that your dad's always kept for like 100 years, this is how it starts. They need a box, they need to go somewhere, and that's just what happens. This is a pile of wood. Some of it got a bit damaged, but it's still usable. I mean, this one here is probably the worst of the bunch. But I mean, it's still all usable. And yeah, so that's that done. Like I said, I'm not going to break this down. But the next thing I've got to do now is, if we come out into Storm Ingrid Gertrude, whatever the fuck it is, I've got to take this off. And I think I'm going to have to take this off as well, just so I can put this pump over here somewhere. I'm a bit gutted about the moulding. I think what I am going to have to do is I'm going to have to get new pipe, completely new pipe, and make sure it's rated for like drinking and stuff. Because I thought this stuff was okay. I thought this stuff was good. But the more I look at it and the more I think about it, it looks more like the stuff that you'd use for, like, I don't know, garden fountains or what have you. So yeah, probably not going to be using this any longer. Really gutted about that, but we'll tear it out, it'll be fine. But before I do all that, I need to get rid of this and move this pump over, and yeah, then I can start dismantling all the stuff in the bathroom. Won't that be exciting? Fun times, whee! Water pump out. That can stay there for now, not a big deal. Next thing, I've got to take the light out of the bathroom, and then I'm going to take the door off, and then I'm going to worry about moving all the stuff that's in there. Right then, here's the throne room. Ignore all the empty rolls of toilet paper, that's just me being a messy bastard. What we're going to do is, now I remember there being some problems with this light. I've turned all the electric off in the van, so when I unscrew that, shouldn't be any problems. I would literally just be able to snip the wires, because when this bathroom comes out, I've then got to take this section here out as well. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach I'm going to get rid of these lights, because these are really power draining, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the strip lights that EG gave us, LED strip lights, and I'm thinking, I was talking to DR about this yesterday, and he reckons when we put the 12 volt system in, the new one, if we ran one side down the van on one fuse and one side down the other fuse, then at least I'd always have lights to switch on. In case one of the fuses blew, I'd still have lights on the other side to be able to work and do whatever. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to run strips down both sides, because I think I've got enough, and yeah, so when I take this one out, I can literally just snip the wires, because I'm rebuilding most of the system anyway. Apart from that, what I've got to then do, it's probably far too dark in here for you guys to see. You'll notice this stuff, where can I find a bit that will peel off? Yeah, okay, so this stuff, it's going to take a bit to peel it off, but it shouldn't be too difficult. I mean, we've got a wallpaper scraper indoors that I can use, so that's not too big an issue. And we're going to need to replace all that anyway because of this wheel arch. Wheel arch isn't further down, so when it comes to moving this, we're going to have to put a new piece over here, or just use this and proper, like, make something out of this that it already exists there. But I'm pretty sure we've got enough, we should be fine. So I'm going to get on with this. I'm going to take that light out, start peeling the walls down, and then next time you see this, I kind of hopefully want to have this section off, or one of the wall sections, so fingers crossed there. In an absolute stroke of luck, when I pulled this light out, it pulled it away from the terminal block that's actually behind the wall. Oh, you can't even see that. So that was a stroke of luck. These lights are still in perfect condition. I can sell them on if need be, but I don't think anyone's going to buy them. LEDs like the new thing, much more power efficient for caravans, but we'll see. Someone might want replacement ones, so there they are. Yeah, onward. That was hard work, but we got the backboard off. Ta-da! I'm knackered and my hands are all sticky, but I've got to keep going. I want this done by today. I want at least one of these walls out by today, like one of these solid walls, or not solid walls, but insulated walls. So yeah, first wall out. I am exhausted. That's a joke, man. I don't know. I need to eat healthier and exercise more, I guess. But yeah, so the next one to come down is this one, because the way we've done it is like one goes in after the other. So this was the last one to go in to cover up this seam and this seam, but this one covers up this one's seam. So I can either do this one next, which will probably be easier to be honest with you, although I've got all this junk down here to deal with, or I can take this one off and then this one. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this one, then this one, sort all this out, and then this one last. So yeah, this is that wind, it's mad, isn't it? Thanks to some well needed and much appreciated assistance, we're now down to the last wall piece, and then we've just got the wheel arch and the floor to do, and then the walls can start coming out. But thank you very much, sir. So we just got this side wall off, and for those of you who watch the old series, you'll recognise what this is. I can confirm through my travels that this stuff is not a good insulator, so if you're going to do this, it's probably best to invest in the proper stuff. But yeah, polystyrene, not a great insulator. We're going to get this off. This one fortunately is only connected at the top and at the bottom, so we don't have to worry about any of this. What we're going to do is we're going to undo these ones and then take this entire wall out as one piece, and when it comes to moving it, we'll patch up this hole down here. But yeah, here we go. Okay, so we managed to get this wall out, working on the side wall there, and the back wall kind of simultaneously, because the way they're built, this one is connected to this one, but just by plyboard. So this one will be coming out in a minute, and we're going to leave the floor in here, and not worry about taking any of this stuff off. Like, we're going to cover this back up with felt, and this we're just going to leave, because we've got enough material to do like the floor here, or the floor right here it would be, I suppose, and then all the way up to the wall. So we've still got loads of this stuff as well, this vinyl, I want to say, and that'll go back on these walls once we've moved it over here. But obviously, to get these out, we have to peel everything off and reveal the inner workings, and you know. So that's what we're getting on with now. This next wall should be ready to come out, and then it'll only be a case of moving the last one, and then I think that'll be it for today. Ooh yeah, it is done. So now what we've got to do, and this will all be happening on another episode, we are going to leave this in here. We're going to trim this up so that the walkway between here is still carpet, and then we're going to put the bed on the top, but that's all going to happen in a much later episode. First, what we've got to do is we've got to prepare this area now for to be a new bathroom. So we've got to and I've got to take this piece of board here out that goes all the way down there, and I've got to rewire in the electronics. Got to do the same on this side. Got to take this bit of wood down, take all this wiring out, because this is for the old 230 volt system that used to be in here that I've never used. It was in there when we got the van. So yeah, take that down, take this bit of trim off of here and put it over here, and try and find some more of this felt stuff, try and find some more ceiling stuff, and we should be good to go. We're going to need to drill another 5-inch hole, question mark, in here somewhere, and we're going to have it so the floor's angled this time, so that any water that's in here is all just instantly going to drain out, and there's not going to be any problems. Don't know what else to tell you. We discovered that the cause of the, I don't know if you saw, I might have shown it on video, but there was some mould in this bottom corner, like wood rot basically. It hadn't affected anything on the inside, and to be honest with you, everything else had been sealed anyway. It was just the plyboard on the outside that hadn't been sealed, hence why it started to rot when one of my water bottles must have leaked. So that's leaked, the carpet's picked it up, it's absorbed it into the wood, and that's why it was just on this little corner here. No problems, we're replacing that wood now, so we'll be good to go. But yeah, looks a bit of a mess. It's good to be building the superbus again. It looks like proper superbus now, you know. All that finished business, car blimey, what a lark. But yeah, so yeah, we're gonna get on with this next episode. Thank you very much for watching. Take it easy, guys. All the best, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye bye.